Hey ghouls, welcome to my Samhain planning video. So I thought that this would be a fun way to kind of bring you into what I plan to do for Samhain ahead of the curve, kind of show you how I plan for it, and yeah, just get ready for the big day. It's my favorite day in the entire year. So I wanted to share it with y'all. I'd love to bring you with me completely, but I wanted to get this out before Samhain. So next year I am planning on doing something a little bit different and bringing you with me. But this year is all about the prep, the planning, all of that fun stuff. So thanks for joining. Can't wait for y'all to see what I've got planned, and I can't wait to hear what you think. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. What am I missing? What am I forgetting to do? Because I probably am forgetting something in this video because my brain is always all over the place. So let me know what you think I am forgetting, and let me know what you think of my plans. Thanks for watching. See you in a minute.
Hopefully, the audio isn't too terrible with my gaming headset, but we are going to be, um, hi. I want to go ahead and share my screen. We are going to be trying to design a Samhain Halloween invitation together. So cross your fingers that this works and that I don't botch it horribly. Okay, so I love playing in Canva. And I feel like they should have invitations, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's do let's do a square. Okay. And then we're gonna look for Halloween. Okay, this one is cute, but this one is also cute. This one's giving I don't know, like old school folklore. I kind of love it. What else do we have? Um, I mean, I love whatever font this is. What font are you? Engravers? Okay. All right. I think I like this one. And then let's do the engravers font instead. Yeah. Changing this to Samhain. Let's see. This will be, let's say fourth annual. The fourth annual Samhain party. Because I don't I'm waiting too long to actually um, mail these out as much. Maybe next year I can actually be ahead of the game and do it. Um, but I want to email them out, and I really like this design. I think it's cute. Okay, and then we've got cute bat. We'll scoot him down, and then obviously this is going to be on the 31st, which is a Friday. Amazing. And then let's say four. I'm not going to put my address on here for y'all. Um, oh shoot. And then so we'll do trick or treaters, trick or treaters and drinks until sundown. Let's make this smaller and then we'll do this bigger. Okay. Dumb supper at sundown, bonfire, debauchery, and witchcraft to follow. Yeah, I think that's cute. And then I can actually scoot this up here. What do we think? I do want to scoot this up a little bit. hmm And then this guy, and then this guy. Is that even? That is not even. Try again. That's even. Yeah, okay. 4 p.m. will scooch. Address will scooch. And then this, yeah, I like that. Let's see. Let's see if there's any cute other Halloween elements that we can use. Okay. Yeah, we love her. Okay. I am going to that didn't take me too long, I don't think. And obviously, God, my camera is awful. And this is a nice computer. You would think it'd have a better camera. It does not. Um, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put my address in here and download this, and then I will send it out to my friends. And I'll see you guys shortly. We are gonna talk through meal planning and then ritual planning.
Hi. So, we are going to talk about menu planning for Samhain. So, first off, I'm always going to be a little bit of a traditionalist in the fact that I'm always going to want a pumpkin soup. And then I always like to kind of work in some sort of ancestral recipe. So let's take a look at what we've got. So I have my stuff. These are my like regular cookbooks that I have organized. So this one is specifically for Sabbats. So I'm going to go through here and take a look at what my Samhain list is. And then this is one that my boyfriend and I just put recipes in that we really enjoy, and then we rate them. So that way it's easier to like go back and, you know, cook something again. He had mentioned, so like I said, I always want to have a pumpkin soup. He had mentioned last year that I made like a dumpling kind of soup. So I'm trying to find that one because if I could figure out a way to pumpkin pumpkin pie that, I think it would be really good. This is not it. Garlic chickpea, Cajun potato, roasted garlic. Okay, so it's not in here. So that means I'm gonna have to go somewhere else and find it. Let me just double check it didn't get stuck back here. Some of these are so good. I haven't like been really cooking a lot lately. Um, and it kind of makes me sad because it's like work. I mean, cooking is work. Sometimes I enjoy it, but I have to be in the right mood for it, and I just think I haven't been in the right mood for it lately. Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. What is this? Oh, that's baked brie mac and cheese, which is fine. Here it is. Ah, I found it. Okay, so it's called creamy. Not gonna be able to say it. Numpfla soup. It's German. So it is a twist on the classic German potato and dumpling soup recipe. So I'm wondering, because it has like, a pretty normal like roux based kind of stock. I'm wondering, one of my favorite pumpkin soup recipes that I make literally doesn't have pumpkin in it. It has pumpkin beer in it, and that's what gives it that additional pumpkin flavor. And I'm wondering if I could do the same thing with this. So replace some of the broth with pumpkin beer and then make this because they're like herbed dumplings that you make. Okay, so I feel good about that. So that's gonna be number one. We'll try something slightly different this year, and if it's a bust, it's a bust. But I mean, it's soup is good no matter what. Okay, let's see what I have in. Look, you can tell like these are so filthy. I need to wipe them down. Okay, let's take a look at fall. Brown butter and thyme potato tort. And then this is a cheddar apple beer soup. Gosh, that sounds good too. Hmm. In the past, so last year I tried to make my grandmother's buttermilk pie. I think I'm going to try that again and just do it better this time. Last year it just didn't work out. And then I think I'm going to try and do her yeast rolls again. So I will do the yeast rolls, pumpkin dumpling soup. Obviously, I'm a vegetarian. I shouldn't say obviously. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not going to cook any meat. And then I think I'll try and do the buttermilk pie. I may change my mind and do like her lemon icebox pie because my boyfriend really loves lemon, but that's just summer to me, and I just can't imagine cooking a lemon pie in October. So I think I'll do the buttermilk pie, and then I can do like some cinnamon spice stuff to it as well to make it like cozier and warmer feeling. And then I will let my best friend and our other friends, I'll let them figure out if there's anything additional that they want to bring too. But I feel good with soup, yeast rolls, buttermilk pie. And everyone cross your fingers that my yeast rolls actually do this time, because your girl's been having trouble with that. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm having so many issues. Every time I've done it, they just don't turn out right. So we're gonna give it another shot. Cooking plans are locked. We are good to go. Let me make sure there's nothing else that I want to implement. So I mentioned before, um, I have these little books for all the Sabbats, and I like to take a look at them and just see. So let me take a look here and see if there's any recipes that are calling out to me. Ooh, I want to do roasted pumpkin seeds too. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that too. Hopefully you can hear me okay. All right, let's take a look at these recipes in here. Oh my god, look. I had this as my bookmark in here. It's a picture of me and my mom. We were making bread or something. Or gingerbread. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Recipes and crafts. Kale chips. I love kale chips. I don't know if that would go well. My boyfriend's not a huge vegetable person. It does sound good though. I love kale. I need to grow kale next year. I grew arugula this year and it went really, really well and was delicious. So I'm definitely going to do that next year. But I also would like to do kale next year as well. Okay, apple curry soup, pumpkin seeds. So we can use this for the pumpkin seeds. And I'll probably add some more like spices and stuff to it because this is just calling for salt. I'll add a little bit more to that. Bread of the dead, we're doing yeast rolls, griddle cakes. No, we're doing yeast rolls. We don't need that many carbs. And this is also the problem. My best friend and I always end up cooking way more food than we can possibly eat. Okay, I have this bookmark, but I haven't made it yet. So it's called lamb's wool. Think of this beverage as the Scottish answer to sangria. So this is half ale and half cider heated with spices in a crock pot. So I could actually, yeah, I could do this. A light ale, cider, and then cinnamon and cloves. That sounds like it would be really good. No wonder I had it bookmarked. Okay, we're actually going to do that this year. But yeah, my best friend and I, we always end up cooking way too much food, and then we don't even really eat that much, and then we have a ton of food left over. Okay, last thing I want to kind of look through. I'm probably going to go back here and look through the rituals again too and see if there's anything I want to implement. Every year I've done like a pumpkin ritual, which is like a pumpkin protection spell for the home. I will likely do that again on Samhain night, but I want to see if there's anything else that I feel like really called to do. Um, so I'll look through this guy again, but I also purchase these every year. So they're Sabbath's Almanac for the year. Samhain is the first witches Sabbath of the year, so this is the brand new one. I just got it. So Samhain is at the very beginning, and they're written by different contributors. Will write different things for each Sabbath. So let's see. Usually they have like astrology stuff. They'll have like folk kind of tales. But see, this is so Samhain's the first one. I love the illustrations in them. So looks like there's an article around Dumb Supper, which will be good. So I'll read that and see if there's anything I want to take away from it. Typically, what we do when we have our Dumb Supper is we have a seat for the ancestors at the table. So I usually have everyone bring mementos, photographs, however they want to represent their ancestors. And then we set them a place at the table with food and drink and everything that we're eating, the ancestors will also partake in. And then recently we've been doing like a cauldron in the center of the table. And for a dumb supper, no one speaks because the goal is to listen to the spirits and open the door for them. So before we eat, we'll usually open a window, light a candle to invite them in, and then we're silent during the whole meal because we're listening for what they have to tell us. So we usually do like a cauldron in the middle of the table with like notes of paper and pens so that you can write letters to your ancestors if you wish, and then you can burn them, put them in the cauldron. Um, but everyone's silent during the meal, and it feels like very heavy because you can like feel them there with you. Um, but I'll take a gander at this and just see if there's anything from here that I think will be good to take away. Then we've got the article around astrology and what's going on in October with the moons. Um, Tales and traditions, and this is talking about Santa Muerte, and then feasts and treats. So more recipes. So this has got salt crust roast chicken, which is not for me. French bistro potatoes with rosemary. That sounds good. But we're gonna have the potatoes in the soup. We don't want to have too many potatoes. Homebrewed mead, and then crafty crafts is always my favorite because it's crafty crafts. It's like nicey nice. Okay, so DIY oracle cards, and then like takes you through how to make those, and then meditations, which typically on Samhain. So like for the first half of the day, I'm typically alone, and so what I like to do is have it be a completely like phone free, technology free like first half of the day. I do have music going because I have to, but other than that, I'll have music. It's just like a very quiet type of morning where, I have candles, I have incense going. I do like an ancestor meditation as soon as I wake up to kind of like open that door for them and let them know that I am, listening and that I'm awaiting what they have to say. And then it's just like a very slow, quiet day. I'll do like a ritual bath with candlelight to really cleanse myself of the year and go into the new witches year with hope and everything else that I have, all the goals that I have moving into the new year. And then after that, that's usually when people start coming over, and I'll have a beer, I'll have a drink, trick or treaters. Well, usually what I like to do is like have a speaker out in the driveway and like have the driveway clear so kids can just like come down the driveway. One day I would love to like really decorate the carport like a lot, but I just don't have the money to do that yet. So it's going to be like a slow process. No money for that this year, but next year I'm going to have some set aside to do a little bit more outside decorations. And then I'll do like fire eating sometimes for the kids. I love trick-or-treaters. I love how excited the kids are. I love seeing their little costumes. It's so fun. And then basically what we'll do is after, the trick-or-treaters are done, then it's usually sundown. We'll give them a little bit of extra time in case there's some older kids that are going out later. And then at a certain time, we'll turn off the lights on the outside, and then we will retreat, do our dumb supper. And then after that, we continue to drink, we talk, share our experiences, do any rituals that either we want to do together or separately, and then just have a good time by the fire and burn stuff. You got to do a burning. Okay, and so this has a Samhain ritual in here. Oh, and it's like, so it's a Samhain pie, but it's like talking through like kitchen witchy stuff as like a ritual to do while you're baking the pie. Okay, yeah, I love that. I can do this when I make the buttermilk pie. And it has like the different, like cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice. And what they do is to implement and make it part of a ritual. This is why I love stuff like this, because if you sit down and think about it, you can come up with stuff. But I also just love being inspired. And I think that that's like, is such a beautiful thing. I love to cook. I wish that it wasn't stressful for me. It stresses me out so bad, and that's the only reason I don't do it as much. But it'll be really nice to like have a really like slow kitchen pie ritual that I can feed to everyone I love. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this, see if there's any other rituals that I want to tie in, and then I will likely do some meditation just to see if there's anything else that I feel like pulled to do. Outside of the pumpkin protection spell, like I said, I always do ancestral meditation. Last year was the first year in the house with my boyfriend, and I did railroad spikes in all four corners for protection. Also, I was literally on the side of the street pounding a spike into the ground. So people were driving by. It's not a big deal. But I want to see if there's anything else I feel drawn to do outside of like my normal. Moving into this next year, I have a lot of goals. I have been very ambitious over the last few months in both my personal and my professional life. So I'm really trying to, one, wrap all of those projects up and like have a really good, I don't know, give myself a nice little rest. But then I have a lot of things that I want to do into the next year. So I will likely do some sort of manifestation ritual, and I will do some research. I'll do some pulling around, looking at different stuff and see what I feel drawn to incorporate. So I will be back with you all shortly and we will talk further if there's any additional ritual stuff I want to chat through. Okay, so I think what I've decided is I'm going to do a manifestation ritual when I do my ritual cleansing bath during the day when I'm like in my best frame of mind for that kind of work. This just feels right for like what I am, where I'm at right now, what I want to do. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do a lot of, it'll be like meditation work. And then I will likely have something that I can take away from it as like a token, that I can then like put on my altar and meditate on whenever I feel called to do so. But one thing I realized is that I have not been keeping up with stuff very well, and I keep forgetting stuff I want to do. So I thought I will make a little list with y'all because I'm a listy girly. And then we can go from there to make sure that we're not forgetting anything. So be right back. So here's what I'm thinking. This is my Sabbath grimoire, that I use to like log all of my Sabbath rituals, recipes, everything like that. So here is what I am thinking. One, we're going to go ahead and have our silent ancestor meditation to start the day off. Two is vibes. Two is basically I need to go out to the garden. I need to do my last harvest for the year. The Sabbath is the last harvest. So we want to make sure that we harvest everything because technically everything after Samhain belongs to the fairies. So we need to make sure that we do our last harvest, do house cleansing. So not like a full smudge or anything like that, but really just a house refreshing, open the windows, make sure that everything feels cleansed for the new year. We're not trying to kick the spirits out on this day. We are trying to welcome them in. So just make it a very warm, comfortable space for them. Then I will do my ritual bath and my manifestation work. And then likely from there, we'll go ahead and go to prepping, getting food cooked, making sure all of that is ready. Then we will do friends, trick-or-treaters, all fun stuff outside in the driveway, dumb supper, and then bonfire. And during the bonfire, we will likely burn anything that we want to leave in this year, that we don't want to take into the next year. And then we'll also, I will do some divination around this time as well. And then the rest of the night is just whatever the spirits want it to be. So for this year, like I said before, I really wanted this to feel, this is my prep video. I would love to take y'all with me and show you the Samhain activities, but I want this video to go up before then in case you guys want to help use it for anything that you're wanting to plan this year. If you like inspiration like I do, then I wanted to kind of give it to you a little early. Next year, I will likely do like an after Samhain video. But this year, I really just wanted it to be about the prep, the planning. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope it was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you need ideas, if you want help, let me know, and I'd love to help y'all. But please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell if you'd like to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. And I will see y'all soon. For my next video will be my part 3 of my fall TBR. So excited to see what y'all think about that. And yeah, thanks for being here, and I hope you all have a happy Samhain. Bye.